Praise the Lord, guys. My name is Straw Greenhorn. So when God shows you something, it's very important you pay attention. And he was, showing me how Samson embodied this lesson. Because if you think about it, you know the story of Samson. He met Delilah. Then the Philistines, they came and they enticed her, saying that we will give you money if you let him reveal his strength unto you so that we could defeat him. So she came unto Samson and she asked him, wherein does thy great strength lie? And he told her 3 different things that were wrong. He told her that, if you bind me with 3 green withs that have never been dried, I will be weak. If you bind me with new ropes, I will be weak. Or if you weave the 7 locks of my hair into a beam, I will be weak. And each and every time there were men lying in wait inside the room with her. And Samson, he didn't pay attention to all these signs that were being shown to him. He was blinded by love and just refused to pay attention. And God was saying that if you refuse instruction up to a certain point, then your eyes is going to be blinded. Because when they captured him, what she told him this, he told her, because she was so persistent, she pressed upon him daily. He told her his secret: if you cut my hair, then I shall be weak. And then that's what she did. And she called them, the Philistines, and they took him. And the first thing they did was they put out his eyes. They took away his eyes. And God was saying it's the same thing. When you refuse to pay attention to certain things that He's showing you, then it's the same thing that's going to happen. He was physically blinded, but you'll be spiritually blinded. It's like when He said you get a reprobate mind, and also that that He'll send you strong delusions to cause you to believe a lie. So it's the eyes that go, when you refuse to heed, and people get comfortable in their coziness in their situation. It's like the story of the frog. If you put a frog into a pot and then slowly turn up the heat, the frog, he'll stay in there until he cooks. Because if you had put him in there in the beginning and it was hot, he would have jumped out, or he would have tried to jump out. But he gets used to it. Oh, it's just a little warmer. Oh, it's just a little warmer. Oh, it's just a little warmer. Before you know it, because Samson, he had done a lot of things to them. You know the story. And it happened to him twice, because his first wife, the Philistines, they came onto him, when he went to the banquet, when he had slain the lion and the honey was in the lion, and he put up the riddle saying, out of the strong came forth sweet, out of the eater came forth meat. And he gave them until the end of the feast, which was 7 days, to solve the riddle. They would have to give him 30 new changes of clothing, but if they solved it, he would have to give them 30 changes. And they threatened his wife, saying that they're going to burn her father and herself and the house unless she finds out the riddle. And it tells them, and then she did, and he did. And that's when he went down and he slew 30 men, and he took their clothes and he gave it to them. But then his wife was given away, because the father thought that after she told his secret, he would have hated her. But then when he came back for her, he found out she was given to somebody else. So then that's when he took the foxes and put fire on their tails and set it in their corn, and it burned up their fields. So Samson, his secret was told twice by 2 different women. That's something to learn. Recognizing your patterns, that was his pattern, and paying attention and taking heed and not being blinded because of refusing to heed. My name is Straw Greenhorn.